Hey guys, this is Davin, and in this video I'll be explaining the secrets to always have a surplus budget. As an individual, as a company, or household, I'll define a budget, explain the different types of budgets, then go into detail of how to come up with a surplus budget in order for you to attain financial freedom. What are we waiting for? Let's get to it. One of the definitions of the word budget is a plan for the coordination of resources and expenditures. When budgeting your money, there are only two choices, either a deficit or surplus. A deficit involves spending more than you earn, whereas a surplus is the direct opposite. Many people choose a deficit budget. If you want to be rich, always choose a budget surplus. Create one by increasing your income, not by reducing your expenses. Most people use their budget as a plan to become poor or middle class, rather than as a plan to become rich. Most people operate their lives on a budget deficit rather than a budget surplus. Instead of working to create a budget surplus, many people work to live below their means, which often means creating a budget deficit. Creating a budget surplus as an expense. This is one of the best financial lessons one can ever master. In your financial statement, you have to make a surplus as an expense. Most people know they should save and invest. The problem is, after paying their expenses, most people do not have any money left to do so. The reason is because they consider saving and investing as a last priority. In order to create a budget surplus, a surplus must be a priority. The best way to make a surplus a priority is to prioritize your spending habits. Make saving, investing a priority and list it as an expense on your financial statement. Using simple numbers as an example, if you had 1,000 US dollars in income and had 1,500 US dollars in expenses, you ought to take 30% of the 1,000 US dollar income. Put that money in the asset column. With the remaining 700 US dollars, use that to pay the 1,500 US dollar expenses. With the 70 cents from every dollar left, pay taxes, liabilities such as mortgage, car payments, bills such as electricity, water, food, and clothing, etc. Even though you come short, coming up short forces you to solve the problem of not having enough money. You can tell a person's future by looking at what they spend their time and money on. Remember, time and money are very important assets. Spend them wisely. Ask yourself with honesty, would you rather buy a book on investing or a new TV? Would you rather attend a seminar on investing or buy new football tickets? Would you rather save or buy a six-pack of beer? In other words, acquire assets as a priority. With the cash flow from the assets, then purchase luxury liabilities. If you want big luxuries, then first create big assets. What many people do is buy big luxuries first and never have enough money to purchase assets. Remember, an asset is something that puts money in your pocket, whereas a liability is anything that puts money out of your pocket. There is nothing wrong with enjoying liabilities as long as you continue to purchase them through the income generated by your assets. When a company's sales begin to drop, one of the first things the accountants do is cut back on spending. And one of the first things they cut back on is spending on advertising and promotion. With less advertising and promotion, sales drop and the problem gets worse. One sign of high financial intelligence is knowing when to spend and when to cut back. Spend time, money, and energy increasing your income, not cutting back your expenses. Budgeting is a very important process to learn and be smart financially. Take the process one day at a time. As a couple, instead of fighting about money, use the process to discuss and learn more about money and yourselves. Positive things do not happen overnight. If you will sincerely work at creating a budget surplus, your life will become richer. That is what budgeting is about. Using what you have, even if what you have is no money, to make you better, stronger, and richer. If taking 30% of your income is too hard, then start with 3%. For example, if you earn 1,000 US dollars, instead of allocating 300 US dollars, all 30% to your asset column, investing and saving, then direct 3%, all $30 towards your asset column. If this 3% makes life hard, that's good. A hard life is good if it makes you more successful. Never say, I cannot afford it. Instead, ask yourself, how can I afford it? And refuse to live below your means. By continuing to keep things challenging, we become more resourceful, creating more abundant life and a budget surplus. As I conclude this video, I take you through the main points discussed in order to always attain a surplus budget. Number 1, make saving and investing a priority expense. Number 2, pay your bills last. Number 3, spend your time and money on items that expand your asset column. Next, never cut back your expenses, but rather increase on your income. With this, you will surely have a surplus budget always. If you have learned something from this video, please subscribe and like this video. Thanks for watching.